Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Dracarys Dice Don't Get Burned is a very silly dice game. This game was given to me on the Dice Tower cruise, and when I first got it, I laughed hysterically. You want to know how I laughed? It looked something like this. Who published this? That is a real dramatization of my real reaction. And then one day I was like, you know what? This game is so stupid. I'm just going to play this with my kids and see how it goes. And we played it. And then we played it. And then we played it. And we played it over and over and over and over and over again. So far, that's my most played game of 2019. And there's some kind of soothing thing about it. You're going to hate playing this as there's no decisions. All you do is roll the dice and do what the dice say. You make 0 decisions in this game. You might as well be playing Candyland. But there's some kind of fun that happens by rolling these dice and getting these different actions and stealing the dice from your people and trying to be the first one to lose it. And the whole thing doesn't make sense why I ended up liking it, other than the experience I had with my children. This game was going to be and should be 100% a purge, except for the game is so darn fast, my kids will play it with me, and they actually like it. I have no idea why. It's just throwing dice and doing what the dice say, but it has become an instant classic and one that we can play really, really, really fast. If my kids want a game and it's bedtime, sure, let's grab this game, we'll play it, and they're satisfied, and that's a win for Daddo. So that's about what it has going for it. I have a good time with this with my kids, so I will be keeping it. Let me tell you why you should purge it. The reason I should purge this game is it gives you no decisions. There are 0 decisions. There are not any decisions made in this game. You roll the dice, and you do what the dice say. If it's a yellow helmet, it's out of the game. If it's a fire, it goes in the center. If it's a dragon, it goes to your opponent. And if it's nothing, you keep it. If you didn't roll fire, you take all the fire in the center. You make 0 decisions. That's enough. The dice are okay. The rules are easy to comprehend. It's a bout of silliness. I cannot believe they produce this game. I cannot believe they make this game. This is one of those things where they have to trick you into buying this game because there is no game. You just roll the dice and whatever happens, happens. Yes, that's it. You roll dice and the dice do things and you make 0 decisions on what happens with those dice or what happens to those dice or what you do with those dice. It just happens. 0 decisions. Play this instead of Candyland because this will be over quicker. Although I've had it end in the first roll, and I've had it go on for quite a while. So your mileage may vary. It's an absolute purge. But the truth of the matter is, I'm going to be keeping it because I have so much fun playing with my kids. That's Dracarys Dice. Don't get burned. Dracarys Dice Don't Get Burned is a small little dice game, very portable box. But when you open it up inside, other than the rule book, and once again, lots of air inside of here. Just a few dice that you'll have. The dice are custom. You can see they're 6-sided dice with things on the different sides. All of the dice are exactly the same. That's all the components, and these are fine. The dice are great. Here's the rule book, presented in full color. It tells you on the front, set up how many dice everybody would get depending on the number of players. Here are the rules on this side. No pictures or examples needed. This is the rule, and these are variants that you can adapt into the game as you see. Here's a quick reference about what the dice will do. This is pretty good for about 3 minutes to have on the board. Then you should remember to memorize what you're going to do. So I'm going to show you a 2-player game. It doesn't matter how many players. All the thing that changes is how many dice that you get. On your turn, you're going to roll all of your dice that you have, and you will do what it says. If you get any of these broken, wounded guys, all of the ones, let's say you roll 2 of those wounded guys, then these will come out of the game and be set aside. Now I'm down to 4 dice. If you had rolled any dragons, which are the red ones, with this insignia on it, then you give this to your opponent. You can choose any opponent you want. If you rolled more than 1 and you're playing with more than 1 opponent, you can split them up an opponent so you want. So let's say I rolled 2. This guy would now have 8. If I rolled a fireball, they would go into the center and nobody would have ownership of it. Any blanks you have, you just keep. But if you did not roll any fireballs, you would take all of them that are in the center, and then the next person would go. Same thing would happen. All the broken ones would come out. Fireballs would go in the center, and I would keep this. And then this guy would roll this. Dragon would go to my opponent. I didn't roll any fireballs, so I would get that. First person to eliminate all their dice wins the game. Who should buy this game? Absolutely nobody. This game should never have been produced. It's a game where you roll the dice and things happen to you, not because of you, not because of the decisions you make. They just happen. It's a terrible idea. It's a terrible game. It was terrible when Candyland did it. It's terrible now. Their theme is so tacked on, it makes no sense. Yet we had fun with it. I cannot explain it. I review games in my spare time as a hobby. I've done over 2,500 reviews or 2,000, 2,100 reviews, whatever I've done. I have gotten pretty good at being able to describe what I like and do not like about a game. And I can't tell you why I like this game. It is one of the worst games I've ever played. There are no decisions. It's not marketed towards children as far as I know, like Candyland is. And it's terrible. But we have fun playing it. So your mileage may vary. Anyway, this should be a purge for you. I'm keeping it for the kids. But that's it. Hasta la vista. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, please. It really helps things out. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate you tuning in. If you liked it, please like it and hit that little subscribe button. That really helps out the channel. Lets us know that you're getting the videos that you want. If you agreed or disagree with what I said, feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and I promise that I will comment back. Thanks for watching, and everybody else, keep playing.